Hello, auf Wiedersehen, welcome. It's Vadim here, and hey, how are you guys doing? Happy Halloween, or Halloween time. I hope you're having a festive Halloween. I'm a little inside baseball. No reason why I need to tell you guys this, but there was this girl that I sort of had a crush on that I was sort of like, I don't know, flirting with and texting with. And I found out today that she doesn't celebrate Halloween with her kids for religious reasons. So, I mean, that's a bit too much for me. I suppose that I could date like a Christian, like I'm not so like ew that I could at least date someone. But the fact that she can't let her kids dress up as on Halloween because she thinks that that's like satanic or something. No, thank you. But anyhow, I apologize for the room. I apologize that I have like a Dyson strewn on the floor, like a dead body. I don't know why I describe it as such. Again, probably because it's Halloween, and I don't know. It's just see those two pictures that are awkwardly placed on the wall. That's for the video that will be going up tomorrow. And I want to start out by telling you guys this. I'm going to be posting a 1 hour long or close to it. Extravaganza that features both myself and Creationist Cat. It took so goddamn long to research and create. I'm going to be posting it as one video, and the reason why I'm doing that is because long videos are more successful on YouTube. However, I hope you guys understand. I'm going to be splitting them up and posting them as two on Patreon because, truth be told, this is actually at least 4 times to, well, at least 3 times to arguably 6 times the amount of work that I typically do on a video. So since I get paid per video, these long videos, I kind of want to start doing more of these long form videos. And it's not going to be possible if I don't do things like that. Who knows? Maybe I'll switch to a per month basis, and that might be better. But for now, that's the way it is. So I hope you guys understand that. Now, I think I'm going to say in the message that I'm sending you guys out to make sure and at least watch that much. So if you've watched up to here, then you've watched the important part and you are dismissed. But for those of you who would like to hear the rest, there's some juicy inside baseball stuff that you're about to hear about Mythcon. And I wanted to let you know before we go on into that also that I'm very excited. The next video after this, don't worry, this next video that you're going to see is very Vadim centric, although CC and Little Jesus make appearances here and there. But the next video is going to be a Creationist Cat chat with both, I'm really excited, Ben Dixon, the Humanist Report. Now maybe you haven't heard of them, they're kind of like progressive YouTuber pundits who are awesome. But then we have the some more news guy who maybe you don't know that guy, but he's absolutely fucking hysterical and he's a huge get for the channel. So hopefully that's going to be a little something that not only I'm doing because I really love like progressive politics and whatnot, or that's where my heart is, but also I'm hoping to get it out before the midterms and just maybe encourage people to vote. So finally, now that we've gotten all that out of the way, I want to tell you guys a few things because the next video is going to be about Mythcon. It's going to be a little bit about Greg and his, in my opinion, highly uncharitable video towards me. And I want you guys to know, and I do mention this in the video, but it was just really, I don't want to call it a stab in the back because that makes it sound like we were such good friends and everything. But foolishly, I took this guy at his word when I saw him at Mythcon. And he said to me, like, hey man, you know what? I wish that was just you and I up there on stage and we should do videos to one another. And let's make sure not to throw each other under the bus. Now, he didn't use those words exactly. I think he used, and don't shit on me in like, some like weird YouTube way. I think he said something like that. And he certainly did just that in his video in multiple ways. he tried to kind of chalk it up to me not being cool with being made fun of. No, that was the best parts of his videos. Like his thumbnail with me with a jester hat and the title and then certain jokes, that was all fine. It was the total misconstruing of what I had to say. And not only that, if you actually watch his video, it's hard to tell because you have to have a pretty good idea of like the order of events and whatnot. But he really structures things to make it sound like I was interrupting more and that I was talking about things that I wasn't. And it's just, it's highly fucking manipulative.
I mean, it's just bullshit. Fuck. Oh my.
And I've taken this opportunity. I know a lot of you guys are possibly fans of the guy, but I've taken this opportunity to shed light on what I think are a lot of kind of BS things about his presentation. If you've ever seen Logic's videos on Armoured Skeptic, he did a couple videos on Canadian law. If you've ever seen H-Bomber Guy's video on Bill Nye, you'll know. And I think Dr. Lehman has done a couple that were quite good, that really highlight just his knack for informational errors. I think you'll get my point that skepticism doesn't really matter all that much to Greg, and he claims to be one of these people who is tough on the left because he's a member of the left. So he's just, he has to be harsh on his camp, and it's kind of bullshit in my opinion. I'm not saying the guy is a fervent Republican or anything, but he certainly has echoed a lot of undeniably right-wing talking points. And hey, if you don't believe me, watch the video. You'll see it for yourself, I promise. But yeah, I wanted to let you guys know that that I was a little surprised that he would talk to me that way and kind of kind of suggest it really does make me wonder. I don't say this in the video, but it really does make me wonder, was he hoping that I was going to make this really tame video so that he could then kind of sneak attack me with this video that was just full of shit? Because that's what I was going to make a video where I was basically as respectful as I was on the stage of Mythcon. There was going to be a little bit of disagreement and whatnot, but you'll see. I do kind of make fun of him in the video, and I think he deserves it. I'm sorry. I'm not going to. No apologies. Sorry, not sorry. But a couple of other. It's already 8:25, so a couple of other quick funny things about Mythcon. I did enjoy myself. I wasn't quite sure if I was going to, because there honestly there were some people there that I personally find loathsome. Maybe you guys like them. I don't know. It's fine, like vive la différence. But I still did enjoy it. I really enjoyed, for one, maybe you guys don't know who this is. This Rucka Ali gentleman. We're very different. Like, for instance, he has a song about Sargon, and I think that guy's a doofus. And he's an Ayn Rand objectivist, which I really don't know a great deal about, but everything that I do know, I'm just like, but the guy is not only hysterical, but I would say extremely smart and really very knowledgeable about his philosophy and way of life and Ayn Rand objectivism. He's the first Ayn Rand objectivist I've ever met that I think is actually intelligent and kind of knows what the fuck they're talking about. So this whole conspiracy, and maybe that's the wrong word, this whole narrative that he creates inside that video, Armored Skeptic, that I'm incapable of being friends who are conservative. This is patently ridiculous. My mom is a conservative. I love her. She's great. Wait till you can see what she can do yoga-wise on video. It's a little disturbing. But lastly, I guess I'll finish this off with a funny story. I think it's funny. There was a young lady, and I do forget her name, who was there representing Black Lives Matter. I thought she was super smart. Now, I don't totally agree. Like, I'm a supporter of BLM, but for instance, she was the girl who actually interrupted Bernie during the campaign. Perhaps you heard about that. She stormed on stage and just started talking about BLM. At the event, at Mythcon, she said that she was proud of that. She thought that was really great because it drove the national conversation towards BLM. I disagree with her on that. I think that was just like a self-serving action that really did not do much good for BLM. But hey, in spite of that difference, that doesn't really matter. The story is basically I was online getting tacos with her, and she did not know the name, the YouTube name rather, of the person that she was going to be talking to the following day. I just realized that the video camera sort of makes it look like I have a really like weird mohawk or kind of like a beanie on or something. Anyway, sorry, I'm easily distracted. I'm like a cat. But anyhow, so I'm online with her, and it just so happens that the name of the guy that she was talking to, Derek Blackman, was some black guy on YouTube, and that's his channel name. And I said, "Oh, okay, so you're talking to some black guy tomorrow," and she didn't know who he was, and she was like, "Excuse me?" So once I explained, we had a good laugh, and that was pretty funny. But yeah, that was one of my favorite moments. I don't know if I really told it that well, but anyhow, guys, it's over 12 minutes long. I don't know if any of you guys are still watching, but if you are, thank you. You are a prince, and I forget what the rest of that line from Prince of Tides. Is it Prince of Tides? No, it's not Prince of Tides. It's that weird movie with Barbara Streisand and Nick Nolte where he gave her a boner. Or no, she gave him a boner. Oh my God! What is wrong with me? I need more coffee. All right, okay, guys, you know what? I'm gonna go get some more coffee. Thank you so much. I don't know why I'm sending this. I've made so many grave errors over the course of talking about this, and it's far too long. But you know what? Maybe you've enjoyed it, and I'm sorry about like the little video camera mohawk. But hey, what can you do? Happy Halloween. I love you, just not in a creepy way. Bye bye. Where is the button? There it is. Goodbye.